Hello everyone, LRon here with part 32 of my NGN Dark Souls run. So around this corner, Captain Kirk is going to want to invade us. He'll be invading us from behind, so we'll need to watch out for that. So it happens around here. There we go. So now we turn around and we start flinging our fireballs at him. And he tumbles right into that one. He gets a hit on us, but who cares? Oh. It's a shame we can't switch the handedness, because fighting that guy left-handed would have been much easier, because we wouldn't have had that wall issue. But for whatever reason they're douchey and they don't make it so you can lift your shield properly on the right hand. And luckily that douchebag in the wall, he was a mini-boss, so we don't have to worry about him anymore. I decided to level up a bit. I decided it's probably a good time at this point to let's see what's going on here. Yes. I decided to test a theory that I had about saying yes to a homered bone, making it so that the Sif would become a yes instead of a no, and that seemed to have worked. So if you need to farm souls and it's stuck on no, and you're near a bonfire, rest at the bonfire so that that becomes your bonfire that you homeward to, and then just homeward bone to it. And then that'll make this much easier. So now we are good to go. Now some of these guys are actually real, so that's why I'm being paranoid and tapping them. But in any case, now we're going to make our way to the shortcut. And these guys, they breathe fire. At some point you'll see that happen, but it's kind of uncommon if you're killing them fast enough. Now we've got the height disadvantage, so I'm going to try to lure them up to here. And if you play your cards right, your Balder can pierce through the first one and hit the second one. I think that happens later on in a different area. So now I decide I want to pull one, but that didn't end up working. Although, funny enough, that one little arrow that did like 29 damage or whatever was enough to make it so I can one-hit this guy. So we almost don't kill them. Which is probably a vote for getting the Ember that lets you get to plus 15. Or the plus 11 through 15, rather. I will be honest, I don't really remember where it is. If I had to make an educated guess, I would say that it's going to be in the New Londo ruins, hidden somewhere where the Black Wraiths are, because that's where you go to farm chunks. And if you really want to waste your life, you could also try to farm slabs with those same guys as well. You'll definitely want to be wearing the Covetous Ring, and you'll definitely want as many Liquid Humanities as possible. Or, no, not as many as possible, because it does cap off at like 10, so you'll want 10 plus. So even if you are the type of person that's trying to legitimately do all this and not dupe anything, you'll want to actually eat humanities up to 10, because the item discovery does make a big difference. I have killed thousands of Dark Wraiths in my first playthrough, and only found one slab. So you're pretty much better off not worrying about the slabs, because they're virtually non-existent from these guys, and you can get 3 per playthrough guaranteed. Sigmir is one of them, We'll actually want to go back to the Undead Asylum and fight the first boss's twin brother. That will have another slab. And then there is a third slab that is hiding in the DLC. I actually did try to go and pick that one up, but I think it's in a slightly different location than I thought it was going to be. So I kind of waste my time trying to find a ladder that didn't exist, because the ladder was elsewhere. And that is not the Khajiit province. They didn't steal a slab. Anyways, you see that fog gate? We're ignoring it. We're going this way. That's going to take you to the first of the two, maybe sort of possibly three bosses. Probably two bosses. So we're going to now go down this little route here and open a nice big door, and then we'll fight these little giant grasshopper things. So these guys, you'll be able to one-hit them easy enough. Somehow one of these attaches to Solier and basically turns the light way up and makes him think he's a sun because of that light, which totally makes him a complacent fool, and allows the maggot to eat his brain out and make him go super hollow. So, now the shortcut is open. So Quelliag's sister is worthless to us now, and her only value is the loots that she drops. And now we're going to want to kill these guys. The one with the glowing red eyes is going to give us a very nice item. It's going to allow us to see in the dark. The Sunlight Maggot. And then there's a crystal lizard over here. I'm not sure if I eventually get him. No. I'll probably get him in another run through of these halls, because we do come back here quite a bit of times, because that bonfire over by the guy that pops his head out of the wall, that is our closest bonfire to the Bed of Chaos, so we'll be running this route a good number of times. Now this guy here, he respawns, so there's kind of no point in killing him. I kill him this time because I forget. But if you want strategies on how to skip him your first time around, go ahead to another video in this cohort. Basically, the idea is to have max stamina when you're passing by him on the left-hand side, and then book it. He might hit you, but he shouldn't kill you unless you somehow get locked up in his tail and he aggroes early or something like that. But yeah, this guy's too much of a pain to fight every single time you want to go through here. So I like to just run past him. Interestingly enough, the Duke's Archives also has an interesting situation where otherwise mini-bosses do respawn. The Lazaruses, or Channelers as normal people like to call them, will also respawn there, and there's a super rare item there, the Channeler's Trident, which will take hours to farm, is one of the items on the list of own every weapon in the game. Sadly enough, this guy's pull doesn't count, but it's much easier to get. It's still rare. That'll be it for this video. I'll see you next video. Good luck, have fun.